name is Ms. Hoffman, and today we are going to be learning about DEA numbers and how to calculate whether the DEA number on our prescription is actually a valid DEA number or not. Our objective today is, upon given a DEA number, the learner will be able to determine if the DEA number is real, either visually or by calculation, 100% of the time. Now, a DEA number, DEA stands for Drug Enforcement Administration, and this is for all controlled drugs. So as pharmacy technicians, we will see DEA numbers every time we get a prescription for a controlled drug. And there's so many people out there that will forge prescriptions. We have to be able to check that and know if it's real and know that that prescription is actually real. Now, all DEA numbers are going to have 2 letters and 7 numbers. Now, with your letters, most of the DEAs that we will see, the first letter is either going to be an A or a B. We're not going to get into what all that stands for, but what we are going to get into today is what the second letter stands for. The second letter will always be the first letter of the doctor's last name. For example, you have Dr. Jones. Your DEA number for Dr. Jones could be AJ or it could be BJ, but you would never see something like AS for Dr. Jones. Okay? All right, now I have some prescriptions here, and we're going to visually look at our DEA numbers and tell if it could possibly, just from our first check from our letters, if it could be correct or not. Okay? So here's our first prescription. What's our doctor's name?
Joan Brown.
And according to the DEA number, could this be a valid DEA number?
Yes.
Okay. Our next one.
Donna Howard.
And according to our DEA number, could this one?
Yes. Ashley Jones. Yes.
Okay.
Mark Smith. No,
Why?
because it's got a J.
That is correct. So we're going to put this over here in a pile by itself because we know that is not correct. In the real world, if you were to get a prescription like this, the first thing you would call the doctor first, make sure that it wasn't just somehow transcribed wrong down there, to make sure whether the prescription is actually valid or not. But that's where you're going to start, is with the doctor, to see if it really is valid or not. But we're going to put that one to the side because for our exercise today, that is not a valid prescription. We will not fill that prescription. All right, our second way of checking is on our numbers.
You dropped it on the floor.
Now, I'm going to number the numbers like this. 1, 3, and 5. I'm going to put that up at the top. And 2, 4, and 6. And you'll see why I'm going to do that. So with our calculations, what we're going to do is take our first number, add it to our third number, and add it to our fifth number. And what do we get?
9.
Then we're going to take our second number, add it to our fourth number, add it to our sixth number, and what do we get?
12.
Then we're going to take that and multiply by 2.
24.
We get 24. Our next step, we're going to add these two sums together. And what do we get?
30.
3.
33, yeah.
Okay, so now we've added our sums together. Now we can check with our numbers. We take our ones place, which in this case is a 3, and we check that with our 7th digit, which in this case is a 7. 3 and a 7 does not match, so this would not be a valid DEA number. Okay? Alright, now I've got some that I want us to do. We'll do these together. Here's our first one. So write your numbers down like so.
Okay.
Okay, you left out a 1. Because you only have 6
Oh, I
numbers.
sure did.
That's going to be your 3. That's your 3rd place.
That's right.
And then your 6 is going to be your 5th place. 5th place. That'll be your 2nd. That'll be 4. And that'll be your 6. Alright, so now we're going to want to take our 1st, 3rd, and 5th place and add them together. Alright, now we're going to take our 2nd, 4th, and 6th place and add them together.
Okay.
You did something.
Oh,
Your
this is
6th
supposed to be
place.
an 8. I just put down the wrong number.
And then what are you going to get?
Hmm.
And then what's your answer going to be? Alright, now take that sum and multiply by 2. And what do you get? Alright, now we take both sums and we add them together. In this case will be 16 plus 22. So what is our number in the ones place? Right here. What's our number in the ones place?
38.
But what's our number in the ones place?
The 3.
The 8.
Oh, okay.
And does that match our
Oh,
7th
yes,
digit?
yes.
So
Gotcha.
8 equals 8. So our DEA number for this prescription is okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now let's try another prescription. So write your numbers out again like this.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so now let's add our 1st, 3rd, and 5th place. 2. Then we're going to add our sums.
Six, one.
And what's our number in our ones place?
A one.
Okay. And does that equal what's in our sevens
No.
place? No, it does not. 1 does not equal 6. So this DEA number is not correct. So we would not fill this prescription because of that. We would also put it in a pile and call the doctor. All right, here's another one. Let's check it. Let's write our numbers down. Okay, so add our first, third, and fifth number. Now add our second, fourth, and sixth number. Then multiply it by 2. All right, then we're going to add our sums together. All right, and what's in our ones place?
8.
And does that match our 7th digit of our?
Yes.
It does. 8 equals 8, so our DEA number is okay. So what we've done today, we had 4 prescriptions. Of our 4 prescriptions, we checked our DEA numbers. 2 of them were correct. We could go ahead and fill without doing anything. And then 2 of them, we would have to call the doctor to see if maybe something was transposed with that DEA number or if the prescription was fraudulent. So our objective today was, upon giving a DEA number, the learner will be able to determine if the DEA number is real, either visually or by calculation 100% of the time. And I feel like that you did that today.